Hello friends, I'm in Seattle. I'm going out to enjoy the nature, and I share with you a couple of stories in this video, and I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And I'm a survivor of brain stroke in the year 2021. So this is the house where my younger son Ramakrishna Sai lives, and this is the car of our tenant in Seattle. And these are the houses, villas in and around our home in Seattle. Now I'll walk and talk various aspects on life and leadership. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Professor M.S.Rao. I have authored 53 books, including the award-winning book titled See the Light in You, for which the Nobel laureate, His Holiness Dalai Lama, has written a foreword. I have 43 years of diversified experience, including Indian Air Force, business, teaching and training. I'm a late bloomer, dyslexic, ADHD, OCD, and I had a brain stroke in the year 2021. And I don't get any pension, I don't have any regular income, and I don't have two-wheeler, I don't have four-wheeler, and I'm 61 years old. I was born into a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. So despite having all the challenges, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix. So be positive about life and never give up. Life is a gift, life is an opportunity. Add value and impact. So it's very cold in Seattle, and Seattle is a very beautiful city. So let me share with you a couple of aspects. I'm an author, researcher, and storyteller. I create stories to make a difference and impact humankind. And I create models, methods, perspectives, and 2 months ago I started creating my own philosophy. So I'm very curious and creative by nature, and I love doing lots of stuff from multiple sources. So I enjoy what I am doing. Overall, I impact people in a very positive manner, and sometimes I talk to unknown people and strangers so that I can learn something from them. And if I learn, when I learn something from others, so I will add those things with my knowledge. Then again I will share my knowledge with others. Sharing is caring, and this is the reality. And life is all about learning, unlearning, and relearning. And this is briefly about my introduction. Now I'll talk briefly about Seattle. You can see the snow, and even at my home also slightly there is a snow. So it's very winter in Seattle. Night slightly snow was there at my home, and now since it's the day, so snow disappeared, and it's very cold in Seattle. I love Seattle very much because the Seattleites are very warm and friendly, and they respect LGBT, and they embrace diversity, and the crime rate is very low in Seattle. And overall it's a very beautiful city and an amazing city, and it's known as Emerald City. So Seattle is known as Emerald City, and right now I am walking with my wife to enjoy the nature. My wife and I have been in Seattle for more than 4 months. I think I can say close to 5 months we are in Seattle. So we are enjoying great moments in Seattle. And Seattle is a beautiful city, and Seattle and Bellevue are closely connected geographically. And I can say that both Seattle and Bellevue are just like the twin cities of Telangana in India. So I call Seattle and Bellevue loosely as one, but of course they are different entities and different cities. And it takes 20 minutes drive from Seattle to Bellevue. So I visited couple of places in Washington. So I enjoyed lots of places, and apart from that I also visited other states in USA. I visited Portland, Oregon state. I visited Nevada state. I visited California. Then I also visited Arizona. So in a nutshell, I visited 5 states within a span of 5 months in USA. So I am very happy. It's all because of my younger son who took initiative, and he paid bills for my visit. So we are very happy that we are enjoying quality moments. And Seattle is a very beautiful city, and the cost of living in Seattle is higher than Dallas, and it is lower than New York. I think the cost of living of California is higher than Seattle. So the cost of living differs from place to place. Overall, it's a very beautiful city, Seattle, and I'm happy that I came to US because my younger son was in Dallas. Then he moved to Seattle. I don't know where he will move next place. So life is all about going from one place to another place. So this is briefly about Seattle, and Seattle is noted for entrepreneurship. People are very enterprising, and there are a couple of companies in Seattle. They're doing good, such as Costco, then Nordstrom, Starbucks, Alaska Airlines, Boeing, Amazon, and Microsoft. These are all the prominent companies. Even T-Mobile is also based in Seattle. So lots of companies are there because entrepreneurship is thriving in Seattle, and people had a vision very long back, and they set up companies, and they succeeded, and because of their success people have migrated, and people came from different places, and they are in Seattle. Just a moment, I am crossing the junction. Just a moment. So I'm standing at the junction. This is the junction where we purchase items, groceries. So this is Seattle supermarket. Then you can find gas station and seafood, groceries. All the stuff is available in this junction. and my wife and I go for a walk regularly, and we want to enjoy this beautiful city, and there is no noise, and the place is beautiful, very clean roads and no pollution, and overall it's a very beautiful city. Here people mind their own business, and they don't poke their noses. They give freedom for others, and also they expect freedom from others also. So overall people are very happy. So now let me move on to this Seattle story. So companies started setting up, entrepreneurs started businesses very long back. When you look at Jeff Bezos, he started selling books. He started from garage and succeeded. He's a billionaire. He has multiple companies. And when you look at Bill Gates, he's also in Seattle. He's also a billionaire. And there are other entrepreneurs, I don't recall them. They are from Seattle. They are doing good. And I came to know that the co-founder of LinkedIn is also living in Seattle with his wife. So entrepreneurship thrives in Seattle, and entrepreneurship is all about adding value and impacting the society as a whole. And entrepreneurship is not easy. Entrepreneurship is very challenging. Entrepreneurship is a dog fight. Entrepreneurship is for brave-hearted, not for faint-hearted. But still you can explore entrepreneurship. So when you pursue entrepreneurial ambitions, you make money, and that's a basic thing. And apart from making money, you can add value to the stakeholders, and also you can impact the society as a whole. So there are multiple advantages of pursuing entrepreneurial dreams, and I strongly advocate entrepreneurship. And I wanted to become a successful entrepreneur, but I could not due to some challenges. Then I left business and became an educator in the year 2007. So that's how happened in my life. That's a different ball game, but basically we must encourage entrepreneurship, because when you advocate entrepreneurship, so migration happens. So people migrate from different places, and when people migrate, then there will be more opportunities, and when they get more opportunities, then they will get better standard of living, and they will have better quality of living and opportunities. And so that's the reason why I encourage migration. And if you stick to one particular place, you might not be able to succeed. It's not a rule as such, but it's advisable to migrate from one place to another person, so that you will empathize with others, and you will lead a challenging life. And when you migrate, you respect others also, because you respect others' cultures, other people. So there are multiple advantages of migration. But migration comes at a cost, but it's worth the cost. So I advocate migration. When you look at my own life, I was born in a tiny village. Then I shifted to a small town. Then again I joined Indian Air Force. Then again I traveled and lived in different parts of India because I was posted in Indian Air Force for 12 years. So migration happened. So like that I moved. I was in Chennai, I was in Hyderabad, now I am in Seattle. So migration is the name of the game globally. Apart from migration, we must encourage entrepreneurship. Some people might think that entrepreneurship is very risky, but I would like to assert very clearly that not to take a risk is also a risk. So you must take risk. So when you take risk, you come out of the comfort zone, and you will be very agile and active, and you will grow. And sometimes you fail, not sometimes, most of the time people fail, but still when you fail again you will learn and grow. So this is part of the game. So I strongly advocate entrepreneurship. And when you look at Elon Musk, he was close to bankruptcy, but he averted and succeeded as an entrepreneur. And now he's the kingmaker, and he's a billionaire and the richest person, and he has 10 children and 3 citizenships and 6 companies. So like that, lots of things Elon Musk is doing. So life is all about possibilities. Only thing, you have to be very patient and persistent, and you should be very consistent in your contribution. When you do so you can achieve anything in this world. So you have to be very positive. In my case, I am very positive, and my blood group is very positive. My blood group is B positive, and I am positive by nature. So I am very positive. So you have to be very positive to succeed, to grow and succeed in this world. When you look at Donald Trump, he became the president of USA for the second term, and a few years ago Donald Trump was close to bankruptcy, but he averted, and he redesigned his strategies. Then he became president of USA first time. Then again second time, I think yesterday, day for yesterday, he became the president of USA for the second term. So life is all about possibilities, and so be positive and keep rocking. This is briefly about entrepreneurship. And I wanted to publish a book on entrepreneurship, but I authored a book on entrepreneurship, but I could not complete, because for the last 4 years I have health challenges. I had a brain stroke. My right portion of the body was totally paralyzed. Gradually I started walking. Now also I am walking, but I am not comfortable to walk. Then my right shoulder and the right hand is numb. I can't type with my right hand, and I can't eat with my right hand. So it's very challenging. My right hand is very numb. So lots of challenges are there. In fact, I published 53 books. I made a debut as a non-fiction author in the year 2010, and I published 53 books, and I published more than 300 research papers, and I published more than 1,000 articles, and I was a regular contributor to Entrepreneur magazine and various other magazines, and I still serve on the editorial boards of various international journals such as JVPL from USA, where I still serve on the editorial board. Then I serve on the editorial board of Emerald, that is DLO, Development and Learning Organizations, where I serve on the board. So lots of things I have done it. So all these things I have made within a span of 15 years. So you can imagine the kind of hard work I have put in. I wake up morning at 4 o'clock, night 10 o'clock I sleep. So throughout the day I work hard to add value and impact. That's what I am doing. And for me there is no rest. I take rest only at my graveyard. That's my philosophy. So I just authored 60 books but published 53. So 7 books are yet to be edited and updated. So it takes time for me to update my books. And for the last 4 years I have health challenges. If I didn't have brain stroke, if I didn't had COVID, probably I would have completed all the books and probably I would have gone to the next level. But brain stroke was a dampener in my life. And I have a chronic back pain since 2007. That is the challenge. Why I developed chronic back pain is that because of my continuous sitting and riding. And second thing is I had a brain stroke too on 2021. Third, I have internal allergies. So lots of health complications I am having. I am 61 years old. So but still I am not giving up. And you should never give up. So this is what I am doing. And I am recording my memories on my video while walking. Why I am recording? Because I am already 61. I want to keep my memories in my YouTube and various other social networks, so that people might appreciate my contribution and they might share with their connections. So my philosophy is together we will build a better world. So I believe in acquiring knowledge and sharing my knowledge. That's one thing. And I am still holding my smartphone with my left hand, although it's very cold in Seattle. Still I am holding because I am passionate about sharing my knowledge, and I am holding my smartphone with my left hand, and I can't shift my smartphone from left hand to right hand as my right hand is numb. So these are all the challenges. Apart from that, I only upload raw videos because I am not a tech savvy, so I am uploading only raw videos. So please empathize with me, and please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, because when I walk and talk, I talk various aspects, so you can take the best of everything and you can learn. That's one thing. Because by default I am an educator, so I keep sharing lots of stuff. So whatever you feel appropriate, and you can take it, and you can share with your networks. And so these are the reasons why I am walking and sharing my knowledge. So these are all the aspects. Now I'll if people subscribe and share with their networks, so that serves my purpose. So that's the reason why I am recording and sharing with my network. So I am standing here for a moment. This is the golf course. People are playing golf. So here people are very happy, and they are doing lots of things. America is a land of opportunities. America is a land of immigrants. America is a land of dreams. So people are leading quality lives in America. So I am happy for Americans. Of course, just a so my wife is walking along with me. So I am rubbing both hands. It's very cold in Seattle. I am rubbing both hands to create a heat, so that I can take my smartphone and then again I can share my knowledge. So friends, I'll share with you certain aspects. I'll share with you my life in a nutshell. I was born on October 31st, 1963 in a tiny village, and I was born into a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. And my father was alcoholic, litigant, and my mother was toxic, and I was cursed with toxic siblings. But we can't help. I mean, I can't help because where I was born, that doesn't matter. But what matters is that the kind of decisions I can make to impact and to create my own destiny. So don't think about the unpleasant past or I don't think too much about my unpleasant family background. Why? Because I was born in a toxic family. That was not in my hands. Where I was born, that doesn't matter. But what matters is how I can add value and make an impact. So I decided to be very positive, and luckily I joined Indian Air Force, and I grew as a healthy citizen and as a leader after I joined the Indian Air Force. So I am what I am because of Indian Air Force. Then again, people might think that I served in the Indian Air Force as a commissioned officer, but the fact was that I served in the lowest rank of a corporal for 12 years. And so you can imagine that I served in the lowest rank of a corporal, and I acquired a couple of qualifications after I joined the Indian Air Force. The qualifications include DME, BSc, MA, MBA, Ph.D, CLL. These were the 6 qualifications I earned in the Indian Air Force, and I was a college dropout. When I was 18, I joined Indian Air Force. Then I started acquiring my knowledge. Right from my childhood to till date, I am passionate about acquiring knowledge. So this was a gift, or whatever the spark or gift, whatever it is. So because of that spark, I kept moving and acquired 6 qualifications. I earned my DME in aeronautical engineering. I got my BSc from Andhra University. Usually degree takes 3 years, but for me it took more than 4 years. So you can see slightly snow is there here. So you can see slightly snow is there. I think I may come for a week, then I will stop going out because it's very challenging to come out in snow area. So you can see the it was not a it's a night. I found snow slightly. Now you can see now. Okay, now let me revert back to storytelling. So friends, I got my DME from aeronautical engineering. I got my BSc from Andhra University, and I got my degree from the Andhra University. Usually degree takes 3 years. Because I discontinued, then again I continued. Then I took tuitions by paying money when I was serving in the Indian Air Force. Then I got my degree, that is BSc. So DME, BSc, then I got my MA from Ajmer University. It was private education, and so you can see snow here. Then I got my PGDBM from the Ministry of Defense, and I got my PhD CLL, which I earned from Jodhpur University, because I was posted in Jodhpur. Then I earned my PhD CLL when I was studying in the night college in the Indian Air Force. Then I got my MBA IGNO from New Delhi, which was a correspondence course. So like that, all the 6 qualifications I earned through private education. People might think that I acquired my qualifications from reputed universities like Cambridge or Harvard, but the fact is that I was a college dropout, and I started my education from Telugu language. I was not blessed with a convent education, so I learnt English. Then gradually I grew and evolved. So all the 6 qualifications I earned from private education, and there was no consistency in my education, because whatever was coming across on the way, I picked up and explored the opportunities, and then I acquired 6 qualifications. So there was no consistency in my academic profile, but there was only one consistency, that I believed in acquiring my knowledge and sharing my knowledge. So you can see snow. So now also you can see snow. See, snow. Slightly snow is there since it is the day. So the snow has gone out, and yesterday night I observed snow falling slightly. So I think I expect more snow, and I think I'll go for walking as long as the weather favors, and as long as there is no severe cold, then I'll go for a walk. So I'll continue walk, and I'll continue sharing my knowledge through my YouTube. And apart from walking, I also go for I do physiotherapy exercises every day, and if I don't go out due to unfavorable weather conditions, then I do physiotherapy exercises twice or thrice. So that's how I do it. So I have to compensate, and I have to go for walk. So I believe in mobility. Mobility is very much required. So you can see snow. See, you can see snow here. So you can see the difference between these two. So this is snow. So night there was a snow. So I think I will continue walking up to for a week. I think by end of December, by end of January, I will go for walking. Then I will stop walking. Okay, then let me share with you my academic profile. So I acquired 6 qualifications. I got my high and 6 qualifications, and then I served in the lowest rank of a couple for 12 years. Then my father-in-law invited me to join business. Unfortunately, my father-in-law and brother-in-law backstabbed and betrayed, so I landed in further problems. So life is like that. Life is not linear. Life is not a straight line. Life is not a cakewalk. So I had lots of challenges. First of all, I was born in a toxic family. Second thing was betrayal by my father and brother-in-law. So lots of challenges I encountered in my life, and I still have health challenges and financial challenges. So this is life, and I didn't have any guide. I didn't have any coach. I didn't have any mentor. So I don't have any father to support me, and everything I have to do of my own. So I have to learn from all sources. Mostly I learned from my failures. Then I started evolving. And then I started excelling as a resilient leader. So when you are forced to the corner, the best within you will come out. That's what I believe. So be positive. Everything happens for a reason. All that happens for good. Be positive and never give up. So I did business after I left the Indian Air Force, which didn't work out. Then Then I left business and I became a faculty member in the year 2007. So at that time, adversity helped me overcome, education helped me overcome my adversity, because I had financial challenges. So already I had 6 qualifications. So one of the qualifications was MBA. That was required to become a faculty member. So with that qualification, I became a faculty member and I became an educator in the year 2007. So friends, the message from this video is that education helps you overcome the adversity. So like this, I keep sharing lots of things and messages while walking. So whatever you feel comfortable, you can accept. Whatever you feel is not relevant, you can discard, because life is all about learning, unlearning and relearning. So just here, so I am standing here, and so you can see medical center, then you can see Jefferson Park, then you can see the snow area, then you can see the aircrafts flying, because there are 2 airports here in Seattle, and often we hear the sounds of aircraft, and whenever I hear the sounds of aircraft, I get goosebumps. So you can see the excellent viewpoint, Space Needle and buildings. So you can see people going on going on cars. So I'm very happy for Americans, because they are leading better lives. Of course, every country has strengths and opportunities. So it's the case of every country. So now I'll walk and talk again. Then I'll revert to storytelling. So in the year 2007, I became a faculty member, and at that time, education helped me overcome my adversity, and so I was getting around 8,000 or 9,000 rupees salary. So with that money, I supported and survived. I survived and I supported my wife and 2 sons. So we had lots of financial challenges, and then again, what I here was the turning point. And in the year 2007 December, I applied for a Ph.D. and I needed to submit my MBA qualification, and also I had to submit some articles. So luckily, I already published some articles in Northeast magazine, and then again I also published articles on competitive magazines. So I took the printouts of those articles. Then with the qualification of MBA, I joined for my PhD in the month of December 2007, and with a fee of 10,000. So 2008 was again a game changer, because if I had delayed by a few days, I wouldn't have joined for my PhD, and I wouldn't have been in a position to mobilize funds, because the fee was hiked and rules were changed in the year 2008. So the friends, again I am sharing with you some messages. When you get opportunities, you grab them, don't delay, because we don't know whether we will get the similar opportunities. First of all, people are struggling for opportunities and they are not getting opportunities, and when you get opportunities, you have to avail them and explore them and execute them. Let me repeat, whenever you find opportunities, you avail the opportunities, explore them and execute them. So this is how we have to do it. So these are the messages. The importance of recording and sharing with you is that you take whatever is relevant and appropriate, and you apply in your life. That is the reason why I am walking and sharing all these things. So it was a turning point that December 2007 I joined for my PhD with a salary of with a fee of 10,000, and 2011 I got my PhD in soft skills. So you can understand. So I had 6 qualifications. Then again, subsequently I earned my Ph.D. in the year 2007. So total I have 7 qualifications now. So education helped me, and education is everything. Education helps you to explore opportunities. And education doesn't mean you have to have paper qualifications or digital qualifications. What is required is education means having knowledge. When you have knowledge, skills, all those things, then what happens? You can become independent, and you can have lots of confidence. So we should encourage everyone to go for education, whether you are rich, poor, whatever it is, you should have education. So when you have education, you will have independence and you will have freedom, and you have the freedom to do things. So lots of advantages of having this education. Then again, what happened? Then as I told you, I made a debut as an author year 2010. Then I published books, and I books in different genre. And I started as a non-fiction author in the year 2010, and I published books in different areas such as personality development, teaching, training, leadership, diversity, mindfulness. So like that I explored different genre. Why I had to go to different genre was that I didn't have any guide, I didn't have any mentor, I didn't have any coach. That was the challenge. So everything I had to do of my own by trial and error method. So that's why my entire life has gone in this manner. If I had a guide, if I had a coach, if I had a mentor, my life would have been very smooth, and I would have grown much faster. These were all the challenges. Then again I had challenges and distractions in my life, but still every time I was fighting and trying to keep things aligned so that I would succeed. But things didn't work out. Every moment I had challenges. So now I decided to publish a book, which is a memoir, which is tentatively titled Survivor. So which I will publish once I overcome my health challenges. So this is briefly about my journey, and I will continue. So now this is an excellent viewpoint. This is a medical center, Jefferson Park, Seattle Fire Station. Then again you can see T-Mobile Park. Then you can see Space Needle and skyscrapers and tall high-rise buildings. Then you can see a cruise. Then Asia Pacific Ocean. You can see hills with lots of snow. So it's an excellent viewpoint, amazing viewpoint. So I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and share with your networks, because you will find more and more such stories in this video. So you will and I traveled 5 states in USA. Means I started sharing on my YouTube channel. So you will find lots of stuff on my YouTube channel. So I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. So now I'm walking and talking. So these are the excellent places in and around, and that this is I am in the top area, and this Seattle is full of hills. It's mountains. They are not flat roads. When I was in Vegas, it was Nevada. It was the roads were flat. It was like desert. Whereas here in Seattle, roads are bumpy. That means it's full of hills, but it's very pleasant and greenery and beautiful. So I love Seattle. Of course, it was not my choice to come to Seattle, but I came because of my son to Seattle. So I started enjoying the different places. So okay, so I shared with you about my life in a nutshell. I was born on October 31st, 1963. Now till date, and I shared my life in a nutshell. So I'm looking for any sponsors who can create a documentary of my life, and so that I can share my challenges and everything. And if there are any sponsors, then I will give my details. And my life is an incredible journey with full of challenges, betrayals, through storytelling. So all those things are there. So my life becomes a blend of all the ingredients. So hopefully I will publish a documentary, but I have to look for sponsors. So if any sponsors are coming, and they are streaming on streaming platforms like Netflix, so I'll be very happy. So I am looking for that kind of opportunity. So now I will talk various other aspects. So I will talk briefly about my philosophy. So I started creating my own philosophy, and I had the idea for creating my own philosophy. And how I got the idea was that I get ideas when I walk. People get ideas from multiple sources. Some people get ideas in the bedroom, washroom, and through different sources. Whereas I get ideas when I walk, and when someone challenges in the classroom or in the training programs. So when I am provoked, I feel very happy and excited. And when someone questions, I don't mind. I feel I take them as very positive, because when someone is challenging, when someone is questioning, when someone when someone is asking something, I feel very happy. So why? Because I feel that yes, I am drawing the attention of others. So I am very positive. I don't take them as negative. So I am very happy. So I got ideas to work about my philosophy. So whenever I get ideas, immediately I jot down my ideas. I journaled a lot, and of course I also maintained a diary. Of course, for the last 4 years I am not able to type with my right hand. I am not able to eat with my right hand. It's very challenging, but so friends, so I started exploring my own philosophy, and just I want to go back. So I wanted to explore my own philosophy. This idea I got when I was walking in Seattle 2 months ago. So I believe in the phrase, a short pencil is better than a long memory. That means whatever the ideas I get, I capture the ideas. Many people get lots of ideas. There are 8 billion people across the world. They have 8 billion stories across the world, but no two stories are alike. Each story is unique. So whenever you get each idea, what I do is that I immediately capture the ideas. I not only capture the idea, but also I will write them. Then I will execute them at my own pace, because ideas are important. There are so many people with so many ideas, with 8 billion people with 8 billion ideas, 8 billion stories, and no two ideas are similar. Everyone has their own idea. So all these ideas are different. So in my case, what I do, whenever I get an idea, immediately I capture the idea, then I will execute. a short pencil is better than a long memory. So I started working about my own philosophy. So friends, don't mind when I am repeating the same thing. Why? Because in view of my brain stroke, I am repeating the same thing. So please empathize with me. So then I started a MS Word document. Then I mentioned about philosophy. Then mentioned what is your philosophy. So when I googled Professor msrao's philosophy, then I felt very much excited because the search engine result appeared first result as Professor msrao's philosophy is to emphasize health first, education second, and wealth third. He harnesses technology. So I felt very happy when I got the first result, which was very positive, and I was on cloud 9. It was an aha moment in my life, and it was the power of the universe. So I was very much happy and excited with the search engine result. Then I googled from first page to the rest of the pages Professor msrao's philosophy. Then already I published an article, what is your leadership philosophy. Then again when I googled further, then I already published a research paper on stoicism. So my goodness, I was shocked with my own knowledge which is there on Google. So why should we search for stones when we are the gems? So friends, so don't look for stones elsewhere, because you are a gem. You have the potential. Unlock the genius within you and add value and impact. So I just searched all the pages. Then I already mentioned about Socrates in my books, and I mentioned about some stories, 3 filter test of Socrates. So then I created couple of words which resonate my values. The values are attitude, gratitude, universe, power, spark, humanity, empathy, virtue, religion. So all these things I captured and created my own philosophy. Initially I didn't know which area I had to enter. I emphasize 2 things in my life. One is continuous learning, second is taking feedback. So I have the various documents of feedback. Then I have various documents related to my own books, then again philosophy, then various things. Then when I was researching my own triggers, ideas, then I came to know the things which are related to my own philosophy. Then I created my own philosophy, that is Eastern philosophy, because I was born in India. So I emphasize Eastern philosophy. Then again I was thinking in which direction I had to go, because I was a professor. So I thought so I'll start with my education, then leadership, then again strategy, so various other aspects. So I started exploring. Then I created a template to interview me, but it takes its own time. I started creating educational philosophy, which is Eastern philosophy, blending various words such as universe, virtue, wisdom, knowledge, humanity, empathy, attitude, gratitude. Then I created tentatively my own philosophy, and the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. So in my case, what I do, I not only take the first step, but also I I I take action immediately. I am very proactive and positive. So I captured the things, then I started executing things at my own pace. So daily on an average 1 hour I am investing on my philosophy. Then I started looking at some videos related to philosophy, the videos of all credible sources, not misinformation, not disinformation, but the correct information, accurate information, because I am an author, researcher and storyteller. So I take only credible sources. I avoid unwanted aspects. So then I started creating, and I'm planning to publish a book on my own philosophy, but not now. It may take 5 years or 10 years, but I will create some new philosophy and publish a book, because I'm expert in writing the books, and I have got very good publishers who will publish my books. So hopefully I'll publish my own book on my philosophy, but not now, in the future. So like this, I keep doing lots of things in my life, and I am also trying to publish a book which is a memoir, which will be a tiny book which talks about my brainstroke, betrayal, challenges, and all those things I share through storytelling, and publish a small book, because I can't publish bulky books, because I don't have that much time, and more than the time I can't write bulky books in view of my health challenges. So hopefully I will publish a tiny book which blends brainstroke, betrayal, challenges, opportunities and storytelling, and I'll publish a memoir which is tentatively titled Survivor. So friends, these are all the ideas I am having. Not only that, I am having ideas, but also I am executing the things. So I discussed those things. Now next, I'll go to the next level, because now I am returning, so I have to go to grocery shop. So I will talk briefly about Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule. As I told you that I create my own rules, perspectives, philosophy, methods, like that, lots of things I do. So I will talk briefly about Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule. I started creating Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule on 31st October 2024, because I was in Seattle, and of course now also I am in Seattle. I was in Seattle, so I started Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule. And why I started this principle on 31st October 31st 2024 was that I was born on October 31st. Second thing is, I was born on Thursday, and and it was a great day, because we celebrated Diwali on the same day. Then again on October 31st 2024 we celebrated Halloween. So because of these four aspects, I started Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule. So I released a trailer tentatively, and I'll update everything. Then I will release my own Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule. And why I started Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule was that I am an Indian Air Force veteran. When I was 18, I joined Indian Air Force, and I started going for health run with my colleagues. So this was the one area that helped me, and so I became an early bird after I joined the Indian Air Force. Then again, I have been waking up in the morning 4 o'clock since 2007. So that was the second thing. The third aspect was that I believe in learning, unlearning, and relearning. And then because of these various aspects, I started Professor M.S.Rao's 4 a.m. rule. So this is how it works. I wake up in the morning 4 o'clock, and I create my own knowledge, and throughout the day I generate my knowledge, and at the end of the day I remove unwanted things. So precisely I am the creator, I am the generator, and I am the destroyer. In a sense, I wake up in the morning 4 o'clock, I create my own knowledge, and I write things, various things, and I am the creator. And throughout the day I generate ideas, because I have 43 years of diversified experience, and I have been observing since 61 years, because I am already 61 years old. So I integrate everything, and I generate lots of knowledge. So I am the generator. At the end of the day, so I remove unwanted things, folders, everything, clean up everything at the end of the day, and I prepare a to-do list every day night. So every day night I create a to-do list of 3 things I want to do. So then I give commands to my subconscious mind and go to bed. Next day morning, when I wake up, I do things of my own, because I already gave positive commands, and I work in that manner. So because of that, I am doing things in a systematic manner. And when I wake up in the morning, and when I follow Professor M.S.Rao's 4 a.m. rule, what happens is that I can avoid distractions, and I'll focus on my goals and objectives very clearly, and I can avoid social media, and I can focus on what I am trying to do it. And I undertake 3 tasks which are important tasks, and I work on them. And if I don't resolve the problems or solve the problems, then what I do is I keep things pending, and next day again I will continue resolving the problems. So by following Professor M.S.Rao's 4 a.m. rule, I am fairly successful, because I avoided distractions. And second thing, I started focusing on my goals, and this is how I have set up my body clock. Everyone has their own body clock or circadian clock. So I would like to say body clock means or circadian clock means everyone does things in a particular pattern. So my pattern or my body cycle is that I wake up morning 4 o'clock, and throughout the day I do lots of stuff, and night 10 o'clock I sleep, and afternoon I take a break. Sometimes I sleep, then again I do. So morning 4 o'clock I wake up, night 10 o'clock I sleep. So this is how I have created my own body cycle, and because of that only I am able to achieve peace, productivity. So by following Professor M.S.Rao's 4 a.m. rule, you will be able to unlock your creative forces. That's one thing. Then again, by following Professor M.S.Rao's 4 a.m. rule, you can integrate your mental energy, spiritual energy, and emotional energy. So all kinds of energies you will be able to integrate, and you will be able to achieve joy and happiness. So follow Professor M.S.Rao's 4 a.m. rule. So I started doing research. Whenever I find a time, I just research about Professor M.S.Rao's 4 a.m. rule. And for me, research is a comma, not a full stop. Research is an ongoing process. It continues. I don't stop. I don't stop until I die. So I'll work hard until I die. I'll work hard until I drop dead. So I keep working throughout my life, because we are living in this beautiful planet for a limited span. So we must utilize our time in such a way that we can enjoy our life, and also we can add value and impact. So this is how I feel. This is one of the philosophies. So here is a caution. If you I wake up every day morning 4 o'clock. I am a morning man, but there are people, they wake up late. They have different time zones, because everyone has their own body clock, and some people, they work at different time zones. Some people work hybrid, some people work remote, some people work regular. So like that, people work at their own way of doing the things. So we can't force anybody, but ideally it's good if you wake up in the morning 4 o'clock, so that what happens, you can limit distractions, you can stay focused, and you can achieve productivity and performance. So these are all the advantages. So you must stick to. So I will again continue sharing with others. Now I am standing here to purchase some groceries. So we have come here to purchase some groceries. I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. So friends, in this video I shared with you, I introduced myself, then again I shared with you about my life in a nutshell. Then again I shared with you my philosophy. Then I shared with you my Professor MSRO's 4am rule. I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Now I am entering inside the grocery shop. This is a grocery shop. Just thank you, friends.